Don't try to build exact replicas. A real New York building can be half a block deep. That means you'd need multiple base plates. So instead, I focus on details and try to fit them on the base plate grid. Not perfectly accurate, but visually believable. This is a typical building from the East Village. 2 bay windows, a door in the middle, and a small family-owned store. I already marked where the interior shelves will go later. The black doormat will be printed later. And right here, there's a really cool mini build coming. I usually place the door early on. From there, everything builds around it. To make this look more realistic, I have to use snot building techniques, so I can flip parts sideways to get this kind of texture. Repeating the same on the other side. When you build the boring walls, you have to make sure that the snot bricks, plates and bricks line up perfectly. Otherwise, the window sections won't fit in later. Once everything is aligned, the whole wall can be placed as one piece. On the inside, I don't use any snot bricks. I didn't fix any positions for decorations, like pictures or clocks. That gives me full flexibility later. This will be a fully packed store. The shelves will go all the way up to the ceiling anyway. Now it's time to build the windows. I'm using a mix of snot techniques, reversing directions with studs on the side to get the right look and depth. Once the first window is done, I connect it to the building and repeat the same process on the other side. At the top, I leave a small gap. That's for the awning later. Now the windows get framed and locked into place.
Empty hands, now the shape and the flame turn the cold concrete into my...
For the upper part of the ground floor, I use the Technic structure. At the same time, I already planned for the outer wall. Here I will add the massive storefront sign later. So this structure actually serves 2 purposes: stability and a mounting point for the awning and store sign. Next, I'm adding a small candy machine, just like the ones you'd see on your way home from school, filled with gum and little sweets. And just like I planned earlier, it goes right in front of the store. Now I notice something. In the entrance, 2 plates are missing, and it looks really off. So I take the side sections apart again and try to fix it. At first, it doesn't hold, of course. Gluing would be the easy solution, but that's not an option yet. Luckily, there's a special piece for this, a little connecting piece called nur Noppe in German. And I think that's beautiful. It let us connect parts that normally wouldn't fit together. And now it looks perfect, because later everything will be filmed from a minifigure perspective and properly lit. So even small details like this have to look right. Next, it's all about planning how to build the next level. One of the most important things here is getting the window proportions right. So I always test different window sizes just to see what looks good. Some options might look okay at first, but quickly become unrealistic. For example, you could end up with a floor that's over 20 bricks tall, and that just doesn't make sense. So for this build, 2 stacked 4x3 windows. Next, color. I use a lot of dark red for New York buildings, but in this case, combined with the black window frames, it just looked too dark. So I switched to a lighter tone, dark orange. It actually matches the real building really well. Now I'm adding the window sills.
Bricks in the neon rain. bricks in the neon rain. Half-lit streets in a borrowed.
Here I use jumper plates to give the windows some depth, so they don't sit flush with the facade. Instead, they are pushed back slightly, about half a stud. That small detail makes a huge difference. Now I build the facade. I'm not only using masonry bricks, I mix in normal bricks as well. That balance creates a more realistic surface. Here I add 2 snot bricks. That's for a detail I'll add later, a small shop banner like on the real building. Now I finish the remaining wall. At the top, I use jumper plates again to align everything with the window line. Then I can place a 2x6 plate as the window lintel. After that, I step the wall back again using jumper plates, so everything jumps back to the wall. And that gives me a perfect base for the next floor.
Pocket full of lists of the things I wrote. Shadows talk like they know my fears.
From here, I move on to the roof details. I'm using snot bricks to build everything in reverse. And for the top edge, I use original minifigure plates to create a clean finish. By combining smaller plates and tiles, I can build a very detailed roof cornice. And again, it's the snot technique that makes it look much more realistic. Now the upper floors are placed on top of the ground floor. And now we get to one of the most important details. This building is known for its iconic green and white awning. So this part has to be as accurate as possible.
But I stack one dream over all these years. From the dark, I'm awake, building up a skyline out of heartbreak. Bricks in the neon rain.
The angle, the proportions, the number of stripes, the exact colors. Everything needs to line up, because these are the details that really sell the realism. Now I place the awning, check the fit, and it closes perfectly. And finally, the highlight of the build, the UV printed economy candy sign. It's printed in relief, so it actually has a slight depth to it, which makes it feel even more real. And to finish it off, I'm adding the small flag we planned earlier. The print for that isn't ready yet. I only run the printer a couple of times a week, so that will come in the next batch. Have you ever been there? What do you remember about it? Follow along for more original New York builds.